Then Rinpoche mentioned about the standard. Now this standard, because I think the global level, the information of different traditions, not everywhere available. And as a result, in different countries, different people, some individuals had sort of keen interest about to learn the other traditions. So then, unfortunately, sometimes some individuals exploit that opportunity. So that happened in many places, many parts of the world. So therefore, it is useful, helpful to have a center where authentic information can learn. So now, this sort of was something like institution. There's not just like monastery where some meditations, some prayers, not only that, but should be learning center. Irrespective whether believer or non-believer, more sort of varsity, new information, particularly the Tibetan Buddhist tradition. Of course, one of the ancient Indian tradition. Among different Indian tradition, even within the Buddhism, the Pali traditions, Sanskrit traditions, so Tibetan Buddhist tradition, of course, including Pali tradition, but mainly Sanskrit tradition. So Sanskrit tradition in India, I think since first century, around I think first century, then at least next is a few centuries, the development of the Sanskrit tradition is highly developed, advanced. So now ancient Indian knowledge or Asian knowledge, or particularly Indian knowledge and Western knowledge, I think there are some sort of I think uniting each way. Now it becomes quite clear. Western knowledge, the modern science, I think really highly developed, very, very useful. And with that, marvelous technologies, these things to happen. Marvelous. It immense help to humanity. In Asian, particularly the Indian, was an ancient knowledge about mind, about emotions. It seems now quite clear, it's very rich. Compare Western modern science, I think the ancient Indian thought, particularly Buddhist thought, about emotions and mind, and I think more detailed explanation about different emotions. The mind, it also something like world. There are so many different levels or sort of different categories. So like external things, some are beneficial, some are harmful, like that. Knowing or knowledge about these things are something very, very helpful. in order to develop more healthier mental attitude. Many of our problems today we are facing is ultimately due to imbalanced emotion. That's quite clear. So the imbalance of emotion, how to tackle that? Only through training of mind. There is no third way, right? No other way. Surgery, maybe some extent, but limited. Unless we take whole brain, then we will die. Then drugs or tranquilizer. These are, I think, very, very temporary sort of method. So through training, you can change our emotion. So already some scientists in this country, like Wisconsin University, some now since last, I think, I think nearly, 10 years, I think at least 6-7 years already, they carry some research work more seriously, how to tackle our emotion. What is the impact for our health due to different emotions? So now these are quite evident, right? Through their research. So as a result, more and more scientists in the field of health and also the scientists who are dealing with mental illness. So now it becomes quite clear it is useful to carry some deeper research work jointly. Western scientists and ancient, ancients or the people who have the fuller knowledge about ancient, awareness of our mind. So you see, this institution, this small center, I already expressed to concerned people. This, firstly, should be useful to small community like Tibetan, Mongolians. Traditionally, 1,000 years, we share the same Buddhist tradition. So the knowledge to those the younger generation from these two communities, traditionally they are Buddhist. So it is our responsibility to help them. Second, this institution should be a center where more inter-religious dialogue. As I mentioned earlier, the promotion of religious harmony is very, very essential. And now the method to promote the closer understanding among the different traditions is just a mere physical meeting and exchange smile, not sufficient. We must learn the value of other traditions. Through that way, see, you can develop the awareness of value of other tradition. As a result, respect. Now, according to my own little experience, after we become refugee, then meeting with people from different traditions, particularly such as Thomas Merton, someone who is Thomas Merton, he gave me one book. On the cover, you see a picture, me and late Thomas Merton.